Weekly candle close above 52,000 US dollars. What are the odds for another big pump in this week? We want to talk about this topic in today's video. And with this, a great welcome from my side. Together with Finn and Liam, I will give you a big update on the latest happenings on the Bitcoin price. Right after the intro, Finn will talk about the net transfer volume from and to exchanges. Also, he will take a closer look at the fear and greed index, and then we will go right into the most important on-chain data, the open interest we are currently seeing. Right after this, Finn will talk about the weekly, daily and hourly time frame. We have some really interesting chart patterns, so stay tuned for all this talk. If you like the video in the end, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. We want to start right now into the video. Let's go.
Okay guys, so let's start with our first on-chain data, and this is the Bitcoin net transfer volume from or to exchanges, all exchanges. But here we can see a very big spike, and this go down to especially Coinbase, because over 18,000 Bitcoin has been withdrawn from Coinbase, and this is worth much of almost 1 billion US dollars. So basically here we can see another interesting on-chain data supporting our thought that the long-term holders or the long-term holder supply is steadily increasing, because more and more people think or believe in Bitcoin to rise to a new all-time high in approximately end of 2025, and also with this keep holding their Bitcoin for at least the next 2 years or maybe longer. And this is very interesting because this is also nice for the Bitcoin price to first reach the all-time high, and of course secondly that there are less and less Bitcoin on exchanges, so Bitcoins who have been traded or are traded now keep decreasing over time. So we have a very nice on-chain data here, which is supporting our thought of the next all-time high or of the next bull run especially. And now we want to go forward to our next on-chain data, and this is also very important in coincidence with the open interest, because the fear and greed index is at the current moment at 75, so at greed, and is continuously rising as we are also pumping or keep pumping with the Bitcoin price to now highs. And this is very interesting because we didn't had a correction yet, and we also didn't had a retest yet or a small dump to the downside, because Bitcoin is steadily rising over also the ETFs inflow which we have under the week. And this is very important because now it gets more and more likely for Bitcoin to have a correction soon. I also believe that we can reach levels like 55 or 57,000 US dollar. But as I said, it gets more and more likely for Bitcoin to have the correction where we are waiting off. And this we can also see in the open interest, because the open interest is currently at over 14 billion US dollar. And if we are rising to 55 or 57,000 US dollar, this will also rise to another high. So basically we have also very much open long positions, and there a liquidation of long positions gets more and more likely, and we basically have to expect that we see a Bitcoin correction soon. We may pump another few thousand levels to the upside, but a correction gets more and more likely for the Bitcoin price. So take care of this, guys. Don't open high over leveraged long positions here, because it gets more and more risky to open long positions for now, because we didn't had a correction since we pumped here at the 43,000 US dollar levels to the upside. And now I want to hand over to the chart analysis.
Today in the chart analysis, we definitely need to talk about the weekly close we just saw, because it's Monday and we had a really nice weekly close. The close was at $52,120 on the Bitcoin index, and this was a pretty bullish candle we just saw. But for now, we are at a pretty significant resistance determined by our previous bull run. We have multiple touch points from the downside, and this could be in very significant resistance zones from the chart perspective. But also we talked about the on-chain data, that we had a bit of liquidity in this area here. We just grabbed that, so it could be that we more or less see a little bit more consolidation in this range right here. And we are also again a little bit high with the weekly RSI, so this could mean, in my opinion, that we could see a little consolidation right here, or if we don't see this consolidation, maybe we could also see a little correction to the downside. But this all depends, in my opinion, on the spot ETF data. It's today Monday. Tomorrow we will have the first full report of the spot ETF flows on Monday, because they are always 1 day delayed. So this could maybe be the impact we need to see a breakout out of this range. But for now, we will have a look at the smaller time frames. I will just blend out these smaller things right here. And now we can clearly see on the daily time frame is already looking a little bit more more bullish. We just saw this big rise to the upside, but we broke our at the moment most significant support and at the moment are consolidating above the support. We just retested it and again are consolidating above. So this is, my opinion, pretty bullish for me, because it means that on the daily time frame it looks like that we could see again a rise to the upside, despite we clearly have that horizontal resistance above us. So this is the question where we will leave this consolidation to which side, and for sure we will have a look on the smaller time frames for this again. In yesterday's video, Timo already told you about this consolidation box. We are still inside it, and we can talk about the 1 hourly time frame in a moment, which could be a case why we will leave this consolidation box. But if we are staying inside this 52,400 on the upside and 51,700 on the downside consolidation box, we still could see a continuation of this consolidation, because on the larger time frames we just saw big moves to the upside. But as I told you a few seconds ago, there will be the spot ETF data reported tomorrow, so this could maybe lead us into another pump to the upside if these are positive, or maybe also lead us if the data will not be that positive. We could also leave this consolidation box to the downside. Then for me the most important question is, will this uptrend here give us support at the maybe 51,000? This would also be confluential on the 1 hourly pattern, where we see a big rising wedge to the upside which broke out to the downside, and the price target would be somewhere around the 51,000. So this could mean that we'll see another retest of our daily rising support line right here, but at the moment it's not looking that great, because we also must say we saw the breakout here, then saw a big dump to the upside in the next hour, was directly bought up again from the bulls. So this could mean that this rising wedge is not that valid anymore, because the overlaying pattern, the 4 hourly consolidation box, gave us the support right here, and we pumped directly to the upside again. So in my opinion, the most probable case will be that we will consolidate inside this box, at least till we get the data from the spot ETFs tomorrow, and then we will see on. But for now, I think these are the most important things to have a look at in the charts. If you're enjoying this content, please make sure to leave a like and comment down below. What are your thoughts about Bitcoin at the moment, if we will go to the upside or the downside? And that's it for now. We'll see us in tomorrow's video. Bye bye.